In this video, I want to walk you through farming. I want to walk you through the two things, in essence, that I do in farming. One is a daily thing and one is a weekly thing. And right now, as I record this for you, it is the weekend. So actually, I'm going to do, I'll show you both the daily thing and the weekly thing. So I normally save the weekly piece for the weekend. So you might think, what are you on about, Jamie? And that will become apparent as I work my way through this. So just quickly log into my MetaMask so that I have access. So the farming that the sites that I do farming on are two core ones: the night swap, so nightswap.financial. Now this is all fed from the Wolf Den crypto, which I've shared in my overview video, and all the links will be below here. Remember, I'm showing what I do. It's my journey. This isn't financial advice. Do your own research for entertainment only, okay? But let me just show you the two, let me show you the two main sites. So dark, night swap, that says 0 on it, and I'll explain why in a minute, because I've moved it to something else. And the night swap. So there's two different tokens, night and then dark night. Two different tokens, two different platforms. When you research this and when you learn about it, you'll learn about something called liquidity pairs, which LP is, this LP here, and Night and BNB, whether you're up to this stage yet, but they're two different tokens, technically two different currencies, Night and BNB. Night is on the Binance platform, BNB is the Binance coin, and then the Night coin, and you can see other ones in here, so Night BUSD, so it's the Binance USD stable coin there, but the main pair that I'm working on right now is the Night BNB. As you learn more about Wolf Den, the base case is built around the Guard BUSD, this one here, right? That's the first base case that they recommend to build. Because I started late, I'm building up this Night one first for me, with a view that I'm going to then put overages into Guard BUSD and build these two together. So that's my process. But right now I'm focusing on the Night BNB. So every day I would log in, I would connect my wallet, just change to the right network. So the Binance Smart Chain network is the one that we're on here. Then refresh page. And then this tells me what I've got staked and what I've got earned. Now what I would normally do here is, and actually if I go to the home of this, it shows me 1,105 new night created, and I last did this pretty much 24 hours ago, so $789 US equivalent has been earned in the past 24 hours, which isn't bad. And what the aim is to reinvest this so it keeps building and keeps compounding. Okay, when you learn on the Wolf Den, you learn about your solvable problem. Now I've got my core solvable problem is how much I need a day to earn. My number actually is around $500 US to pay for all of my bills and to start and have savings growing in the background. So I'm above that right now for this, but this number is based on 420% APR, whereas the target will be a 70% APR. Therefore, I need more in this as this drops, because this drops a little bit each day as more people jump in. So my aim is to build up the base amount in here so that when it gets to 70, I'm still hitting the numbers that I'm after. Hopefully that makes sense. If you followed the Wolf Den crypto path and you've learnt more, it would have taken you to the Certainty app, and it'll explain to you. If all of this is brand new to you, then just take a breath, go back a step, go back to my original overview video and watch and follow the path of the Wolf Den crypto and go down that path. And those guys, let me just go here. These guys here teach you step by step. Okay, and what it'll do is it'll take you into Discord. Here's Discord. Although I've got quite a few different Discords, but if I go to the Wolf Den here, when you start in here, and it basically gives you links, and it teaches you step by step. And it's almost like you do pay for a course, but you pay for a course by buying 500,000 Wolfies, which might sound like a lot, but it's actually only a couple of $100. And then you get the next level and you keep learning, and the next level up after Wolf Pup is Wolf Pack. And in here, they've got steps. And you can see as well in the general, if I go to the general chat, it's regularly posted. Here's a list of trainings, step by step. Base case 0, learn this. And it all compounds on top of each other. It's all built on top of each other as you learn. So really, really useful to educate yourself. And I've gone through all this multiple times to understand it. And that's all from the Wolf Den, okay? And the Wolf Den is around these two platforms. Now, I said, I'm going to quickly show you the couple of things I do, and I've gone on a tangent explaining the background. Anyway, so what I do is harvest. So I click on harvest here. So I want to harvest the almost $800 and up comes my MetaMask and the fees to do this, which are really, really small amounts. And then I click confirm, and that processes that harvesting. And then what will happen is it will go down to 0. And then what I would normally do on a daily basis is I would normally go into pools and I would stake it in here. I would add it to this one. Okay, and then this would just keep building every day. So this is at 230%. This is just night. So I'd take out the night from the farm, put it in here, and then each day it would keep compounding through the week, every day. And then at the end of the week, so I would click on the plus button here. See, I've got 1,075 available. I would click max, and I would click confirm. I'm not going to do that now. I click confirm, and up would come another window up here on the right from MetaMask, and I click confirm there. And it would just be submitted into the number down here. I'm not going to do that right now. That's what I would normally do once a day, and that's all I have to do. Right? And then the farm, that keeps growing again. And then I come once a day, harvest that, and put it back into the pool. Now that's what I would do daily with the amount of money I have in here. And then once a week, I would come here and take everything out, which I'm going to do now. So what I'm going to talk through now is the weekly process I have. So I'm going to take out all of this and click minus here. And I'm going to take it all out, so 4,472. Click max and click confirm. Up comes the confirmation window, and I click confirm again up here. So that'll go down to 0 now. And so should this. It normally usually takes this out as well, but actually it only asked me for 4,472, so that's probably going to be left in there. Just wait a few seconds. See, now it's all gone to 0. Okay, so now all of those are in my wallet, so I should have a whole lot of night right now. If I go to assets, where's the night? There it is, 5,578 night in my wallet. Okay, now what I now want to do, I'm now looking to put more back into the night BNB liquidity pool. So I need to change half of my night into BNB. So I go to trade and I go to exchange. And I switch this to night, which is there. And I work out half of that, so 5,578. So let's just grab the calculator. I've only had one coffee today, so I can't do that quickly in my head. 5,578 divided by 2, 2,789. So if I do 2,789 night, and I say BNB, so I'm basically saying I want to swap 2,789, I want to exchange 2,789 for BNB. It's going to take a little bit of time just to figure that out. Ignore these messages. And now it says it's going to give me 3.79651 BNB. Okay. And I just click swap. I know BNB is worth about 500 US, so that's nearly 2,000 US. So therefore total that's about 4,000 US. And that's been just this week. Okay, so I've just clicked all the confirm button. There'll be a message that pops up here, I believe, or it'll just update. There you go, see that message? So it's been on you can click on this as well. BSC scan. It's a ledger that keeps all the information in one place. So this is the actual behind the scenes. And now that balance has dropped down to 789. And my BNB balance has gone up. Okay. Now I want to create liquidity. So whilst I've just created two tokens, Night and BNB, I want to join them together in what we call a liquidity pair. So I'm going to take my Night and maximum of my Night, and then I'm going to say BNB, just there. And it says I need 3.8 of that to do that. Okay. So if I click supply, that tells me it's going to give me 100 of those tokens. So when they're joined together, we get a different type of token. So I'm going to get 100 of those tokens. Okay, confirm supply. Again, you'll get used to this popping up here. Confirm. And now see this at the bottom here, the LP tokens, which is 0. This will change. All these numbers will change in a second, so that comes up to confirm there. That will change, and this will change down here in a second. There you go. So that's changed there. And now what we can do is, now I've got this in our wallet. And then I go down into here. And now I want to add more into this staked farm. So I click on plus. And then I've got the 100 there and I click max. Click confirm. So we've created the liquidity pair, and then we're putting it back on top of our existing amount. And so that goes from 1,400 to, that'll go to what, 1,575, like that. And now that higher number is now getting this 421. Okay, though that's APR, not APY. And if you click on this, it shows you if I keep reinvesting this, the actual APY is closer to 6,000 instead of the 1 or 2% you get a year from the bank, 6,400. So that's all about compounding, that we put it back in like I just did. And that also, that one, by the way, is geared around that you do it daily. I do that recompounding once a week. So my number won't be that big. It's probably going to be, as a guess, maybe 5,000 instead of 6,400, but I'm okay with that right now. But as this number gets larger and I'm able to put any more investments in, I'll probably move it to more frequent, maybe every few days, to recompound, to help accelerate that. So they're the two main things that I do with Night. And I normally do the same with Dark Knight. I normally had the exact same thing set up with Dark Knight. Let me just change Dark Knight's on Phantom, so I need to change to Phantom. So this is the second one. But you can see this little 0, and it wasn't yesterday, but I did the exact same thing. I had the farms, D-Knight and Phantom. I would do it on that, and then I would take the D-Knight and put Dark Knight and put it into here, and then once a week I would take it out. I would do the exchange and exchange half of the Dark Knight for Phantom, and then put it back into this liquidity pool. I did that exact process once a week until this week, when Dark Knight connected to Grim Finance. I know, great name, I know. But what this platform does is automate all of that for you. Of course, I found a way to automate it. And so what I basically did is I've dropped the same amount, which is about 10% in here compared to what's in Night, 7.86k. But I deposited this in yesterday, and this is getting 1.35% daily, which is 13,000 APY, because this is compounding it. That the same thing I just did in terms of split it, join it back together, reinvest it. This is doing that 4 to 6 times a day for me automatically, so I don't need to do anything. And So what I do now today, just once a day, is come and look at this one and screenshot it, just for the numbers on it, and then I add that screenshot into my other screenshots, and this is my lazy way of tracking my numbers. So yesterday, I think this is one of those. I took a screenshot yesterday. No, that's before I put more in. I've got another screenshot somewhere. I think it's this one. Let's put it in. Oh, actually, maybe it's in here. Is that from yesterday? No, that's from this morning. So see, this one was yesterday lunchtime. See the timestamps, 12:55 lunch, and that's got 5596 tokens deposited, a value of 7.94. Okay. Now the market moves up and down. The price of those tokens move up and down. So I'm really looking at the number deposited as a more important metric. Over time, I expect that number is going to grow, as in the token values will grow, because both Phantom and Dark Knight is below value, and Phantom is has a really cool potential in front of it, therefore it could grow. Phantom is similar to other main chains that, like Ethereum, that's at $4,000, whereas Phantom's at $1.40 or $1.20. So imagine that goes to $10, then everything's just times 10. Well, actually, it'll be half of that. But anyway, the growth in there is pretty impressive. But I'm looking at the 5596. So that was yesterday at lunchtime, and then today, 5668. So that's growing quite nicely in an automated way. Yeah, that's 7.86 because the market's dipped overnight. Bitcoin's just dropped. I'm not really worried about that. I'm actually not worried about that at all. This is a set and forget. I don't need to click on it. I just need to come back and just check that that's growing. And the beauty about this is it's growing both Phantom for me and Dark Knight without me having to click. There's no minimum that you can put in here. But you would get the same liquidity pool by going through the same process of the exchange in here, and then also the create the liquidity. So you create the liquidity in here on Dark Knight, and then you'd put it into Grim Finance. Again, do your own research. This is just what I'm doing. This is my journey. This is not financial advice. Any questions, let me know. That was 18 minutes to cover what normally takes me 2 minutes in a day, maybe 3 minutes at a weekend. But I just went down a few rabbit holes there to explain some things to you. And yeah, if you've got any questions, just reach out. All right, bye for now.